Hey everyone, welcome back to RideWire, the channel where we break down the rides that matter most to you. Today, we're taking a closer look at the 2025 Yamaha XSR 155, a bike that has been making waves in the neo-retro segment for its unique mix of classic styling and modern technology. If you've ever wanted something that blends the timeless charm of a vintage motorcycle with the practicality and features of a present-day commuter and weekend performer, then this is the machine you'll want to hear about. Yamaha has positioned this bike not just as an entry-level retro ride, but as a statement that style and substance can indeed coexist even in the lightweight category. At the heart of the XSR 155 sits Yamaha's tried-and-tested 155cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine with variable valve actuation, the same platform powering the likes of the R15 and Mount 15. This engine produces around 19.3 PS at 10,000 RPM and 14.7 Nm of torque at 8,500 RPM. Giving it a surprisingly lively character for its size. The variable valve actuation ensures that power delivery feels smooth and linear in the low end while opening up to strong top-end performance when you rev it out. Coupled with a 6-speed gearbox and an assist and slipper clutch, the XSR 155 offers both smooth gear changes and confidence during aggressive downshifting, something riders will appreciate whether they're darting through city traffic or pushing the bike a little harder on open stretches. Handling is another strong point of the XSR 155. Yamaha has fitted it with inverted front forks and a rear monoshock, which not only adds to the premium look but also provides stability and control on mixed road conditions. At just around 134 kilograms, the bike is incredibly light, which makes it easy to maneuver for beginners and nimble enough to keep experienced riders entertained. The disc brakes front and rear, paired with ABS depending on the market, give it safe and reliable stopping power. Whether you're weaving through urban congestion or carving out a twisty back road, the XSR feels confident underfoot. Of course, performance is only part of the package here. What truly sets the XSR 155 apart is its design language. Yamaha has leaned heavily into the neo-retro philosophy, blending cues from the past with a sharp modern execution. You get a classic round LED headlamp at the front, a teardrop-inspired fuel tank, a flat seat that feels inclusive and practical, and an exposed delta box frame that adds a rugged, mechanical charm. The details continue with the exhaust design, the brushed metal elements, and a digital round LCD instrument pod that looks vintage at a glance but delivers all the modern readouts you need: a speed, tachometer, fuel economy, gear position, and more. For 2025, Yamaha has introduced new colorways, including a striking metallic brown with subtle gold pinstripes that really highlight the premium retro aesthetic. It's the kind of bike that looks just as good parked at a cafe tilde copyright as it does blasting down a highway. Real-world usability is another thing that riders will want to know about. The seating position on the XSR 155 is upright and relaxed, making it comfortable for everyday commuting. The seat height is accessible for most riders, and the handlebar placement doesn't strain the wrists even during longer rides. The fuel tank holds enough for practical city use and weekend runs, while reported mileage figures hover around 38 to 40 kilometers per liter, making it fairly economical compared to sportier bikes in the same engine category. For younger riders or those who want an approachable retro-themed motorcycle without the intimidation factor of a bigger machine, the XSR 155 strikes a really sweet balance. Not everything is perfect, of course. Some owners have pointed out that the instrument cluster can be hard to read under direct sunlight. The tank panels are made of plastic, which feels a bit budget in comparison to the premium look, and the switchgear could be a little more refined. But when you look at the package as a whole, these are small trade-offs for what you're getting in terms of style, performance, and daily practicality. Yamaha has managed to keep the XSR 155 affordable while still giving it premium touches that lift it above many of its competitors in the lightweight class. Speaking of affordability, pricing is one of the biggest talking points. In markets like India, the bike is expected to come in at around 1.80 lakh rupees ex-showroom, which translates to just over $2,000. In Southeast Asian markets like Indonesia and the Philippines, pricing ranges from around $2,300 to $2,400, or roughly 162,000 to 182,000 pesos depending on color and trim. That places the XSR 155 a notch above the most basic commuters but well within reach for those who want a stylish, premium-feeling machine without breaking the bank. And considering the Yamaha badge, the reliability, and the technology on offer, it feels like a reasonable proposition. The true magic of the Yamaha XSR 155 lies in its ability to appeal to a wide range of riders. For someone just stepping into motorcycling, it's approachable, light, and easy to handle while still giving you a taste of performance. For commuters, it's economical and practical yet stylish enough to stand out in a sea of plain-looking machines. For enthusiasts who love the look of retro classics but don't want the maintenance headaches or fuel thirst of larger engines, the XSR 155 delivers the aesthetic with all the modern convenience. It's not just another 150cc motorcycle, it's a lifestyle statement at an accessible price point. When you stand back and look at the XSR 155, what you see is a bike that manages to straddle two worlds. On one hand, it carries forward Yamaha's modern engineering DNA with a strong and proven engine, advanced clutch and gearbox setup, premium suspension, and safety features like ABS. On the other hand, it delivers the retro charm that so many riders are drawn to, the round headlights, the simple clean lines, the exposed frame, and the thoughtful paint schemes. It's not easy to blend these two worlds seamlessly, but Yamaha has managed to create a bike that feels authentic in both. So, should you consider the 2025 Yamaha XSR 155? If you're after a motorcycle that looks fantastic, rides beautifully, doesn't cost a fortune to run, and turns heads wherever it goes, the answer is a resounding yes. It may not be the fastest in its class, and it may not be the cheapest, but it's one of the most well-rounded bikes you can get right now if style matters as much to you as substance. It's a motorcycle that speaks to your heart as much as it appeals to your practical side, and in a segment where compromise is common, that makes the XSR 155 genuinely stand out. That's it for today's deep dive into the Yamaha XSR 155, a small capacity machine with a big personality. If you like this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to RideWire for more two-wheeled insights, and drop a comment below to let us know what you think of Yamaha's neo-retro experiment. Do you think the XSR 155 is the perfect entry into this lifestyle, or would you hold out for a bigger engine? Until next time, ride safe, ride smart, and as always, ride with style.